gentlemen, presenting Kermit the Frog.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Muppet Files! Yay! Welcome back to another episode of the Muppet Files. My next Muppet character that I'm going to be talking about is a Muppet scientist. Now, when you think of Muppet scientists, you think of, especially, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and his assistant Beaker. However, this Muppet scientist is definitely an underrated one. That's right, I'm of course talking about none other than Dr. Phil Van Neuter. Dr. Phil Van Neuter made his debut in the 1996 series Muppets Tonight, where he made his first appearance in Episode 2 with special guest star Garth Brooks. Dr. Phil Van Neuter is the host of Tales from the Vet, a recurring sketch on Muppets Tonight. He is a live hand Muppet who is usually accompanied by his assistant Mulch. In Episode 4, it's revealed that Van Neuter is married to Mulch's sister, the beautiful Composta Heap. Later, in Episode 8, it is revealed that Zelda Rose is Dr. Phil's mother. Dr. Van Neuter also appeared as a villainous neurosurgeon in Muppets from Space, and Muppets from Space marks the only Muppet movie to feature Dr. Phil Van Neuter. And Van Neuter was also one of the Muppets who guest starred on Family Feud in 2001. He also appeared at Muppet Fest, apparently by accident, and Brian Henson performed him there, having a conversation with Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. Which, yeah, I gotta say, that's pretty funny, and why not? Just have two Muppet scientists interact with each other. In 2000, Dr. Phil Van Neuter was a playable racer in the Muppets video game Muppet Race Mania. Also, Dr. Phil Van Neuter has had some merchandise of his own, especially having an action figure of his own. But sadly, there wasn't that much for Dr. Phil Van Neuter, especially in 2005 when Brian Henson retired from puppeteering and focused more on the business of his father's company. However, it wasn't until 2 decades after Van Neuter's last appearance where he would make an appearance as one of the happy haunts in the 2021 Disney Plus special Muppets Haunted Mansion, puppeteered by Peter Lenz. In conclusion, it's nice to see that Dr. Phil Van Neuter made a comeback as well, and who knows, maybe just like, say, Johnny and Sal and all the other Muppets that made their comeback in the Muppets Haunted Mansion, he can, make more appearances, make cameos. We'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, for us true Muppet fans, we should always remember the funny, lovable Muppet scientist, Dr. Phil Van Neuter.